Hello, I'm Lisa Diorio, and I'll be teaching DGMD E-26 WordPress for Developers at Harvard Extension. So WordPress for Developers, what does that mean? Well, software developer, like a programmer? Absolutely. Web developers? Yep. WordPress developers? Yep, that too. What we're looking to do in this course is marry all of these technologies, software development skills, web development skills, WordPress development skills, put them all together to help students create amazing websites with rich user experiences using the WordPress platform. So let me give you an idea of how I came to do this. I've been programming since I was 14. I was a sophomore in high school, and I wanted to play computer games. So I know I'm dating myself a little bit here, but when I was a kid, there were no computer games, so I had to create my own. So the first thing I did is I created Blackjack. Between playing it and learning to program it, it was a lot of fun, and I was hooked, and I've been programming ever since. In addition to this course, I teach 2 courses in C++ at Harvard, and I've also taught at several Boston area colleges and universities for over 20 years. I also own and operate a digital marketing agency where I help businesses meet their goals with an online presence. I focus on websites that are engaging, provide rich user experiences, and that helps to achieve the goals of that business. Currently, all of my websites are built on the WordPress platform. So why did I create this course? Well, both from my own experience and interacting with other developers that had web coding skills, I realized that working in WordPress was a completely different paradigm than working in the hand coding world. Skills from web coding world just didn't translate directly. Where do things go, for example, was just one place where people would get stuck. And that's where the concept for the course was created, to help students with web development skills get the most out of working with WordPress. But wait, isn't WordPress a blogger or turnkey solution? I mean, WordPress seems so turnkey. Why do you even need to code at all? Can't you just download a theme or a plugin? Well, yes, you can, but no, you don't want to. First of all, you're not going to get a fully customized solution. If I want to create just the right thing, it has to be what I want. And that means I'm going to have to program it to make it what I want. And then, if you download somebody else's open source software, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to malware attacks. And the software is probably so generalized that it's not going to be lightweight. In other words, you may have performance and size issues. So those are all reasons why you want to do your own thing wherever possible. Opportunity for coding comes in the form of plugins, widgets, shortcodes, themes. These are all terms in WordPress that you may have heard. We're going to explore them and show you how to do your own. So here's an example of the kind of problem that we're going to solve in this course. This is something that I encountered. I was working on a website that had a list of 500 parks that were in a spreadsheet, and they needed to be cataloged, filtered, and displayed on a website. Some of the questions that came up to do this were, should I create a custom table in the WordPress database? Is there a better solution? For example, maybe I should use custom post types or custom fields instead of a database table. What about importing the list? I have a spreadsheet. I don't want to go entering 500 park names. Can I import it from a CSV file? What about the best way to read form data so that the user can tell me how they want the data filtered? And lastly, how do I display it on the page programmatically? So all of these kinds of questions come up all the time, and there's no ready solution that you can do on your own. So these are the kind of things that we're going to bring up, we're going to talk about, and we're going to solve. My teaching method is hands-on. I believe in building skills by banging your head against the wall until the wall falls down. We're going to address student problems as we go through examples in the class and work on them together, solve them together, and learn together from them. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun course. It crosses so many technology boundaries. How do you know if this course is for you? Well, maybe you want to stretch your technical skills. Maybe you want to improve your web development, database, or programming skills. Maybe you simply want to solve real-world problems or create fully customized, interactive, rich user experiences in WordPress. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the classroom.